Yeah, we are live on the Live 365, and we're back on Facebook. Looks like we got everything figured out somehow, some way. I don't know how, but we did. And yeah, we're back. We are back. 813-699-5353. Let me see here. Yeah, that was something.
Yeah.
Like I'm over here trying to show the Lego thing, and it's like, oops, that disconnected. I'm thinking, okay, maybe the Lego thing didn't just come through,
Yeah.
and maybe it's just okay. I just gotta redo the Lego thing again, and it
Crazy.
yeah, yeah. Hang on, everybody, because apparently they'll be right back. All right, we're back. All right, camera issues. All out of sorts right now, so I apologize, everybody that's tuning in or have had tuned in or whatever the case may be. So hopefully, there. God, I mean, I can't share anything. Are you shitting me?
Um, Technical difficulties happen to anybody. Just relax.
Yeah, it happens to everybody. You're right. Anyway,
Technology
oh
does not
God,
always agree with us.
yeah, especially when it's trying to keep a camera straight and just do you call that
That
technical
was my
difficulties?
fault,
I
but
know.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the other issues you're having.
Well, the issue I'm having is fixed apparently.
Well, I thought you just said you couldn't share anything.
Couldn't share anything on Facebook. Whatever. We are unprofessional radio here. It's okay because whatever we do doesn't matter. Um. So you know what? We were talking about Legos. It's just we're gonna forget about it. But if you want, just check out the Lego store, Lego.com. They got some awesome things there. I mean, listen, the price is like $400 for some of these things, but the detail is just completely insane. I mean, if you're looking for something like that and you want to, take pride and have a nice little display there, that's definitely there.
Yeah, some of these Legos are definitely not for kids.
No, not for kids at all. Keep my kids away from these Legos.
It's like the Lego movie, you set it all up and you're like, don't touch it.
Yeah, leave it be. Well, some news. Actually, it was actually yesterday, today, which is weird because I posted this before today, but whatever. So apparently, times are changing when The Simpsons are changing. I'm not talking about characters. I'm talking about what they normally do on The Simpsons. So the whole Bart says something mean or something nasty to Homer, smart ass Bart, and Homer gets pissed off and starts strangling Bart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not happening no more.
Yeah, I had seen something about that the other day too.
Yeah. Bart Simpson has not escaped cartoon discipline by choking at the hands of his puppet, despite Homer Simpson's words to the contrary. It seems Homer has turned a new leaf, but creator James Brooks told people nothing's going to change. Homer will continue to have a stranglehold on Bart. Word spread quickly after an episode aired a few weeks back where a new neighbor told Homer he had a firm handshake, to which Homer responded, "See, Marge, strangling the boy has paid off." But then he backtracked saying, "Just kidding, I don't do that anymore." It seemed like the PC police have infiltrated the production, but Brooks is set on record saying, "Don't think for a second we're changing anything." He also revealed an illustration of Homer with his hands on Bart's neck as the never-aging boy clutched his smartphone display, a story that said, "Simpsons, no more strangling." But Brooks was clear, nothing's getting tamed, nothing. He'll continue to be strangled, if you want to use that awful term for. He'll continue to be loved by his father in a specific way. There is some evidence the gag has been shelved for a time. The last time Homer strangled Bart was during season 31, which aired between 2019 and 2020. So it's been 3 years.
Wow.
3 years of Homer being a good boy.
That used to be like every episode.
I know, right? That was like the thing. Like, we're waiting for Kenny to die on South Park. We're waiting for Bart to get strangled. Yeah. So it's like,
he always said something to tick off Homer, and Homer would strangle him.
Yeah, exactly. So keep an eye out. If you're a Simpsons fan, which I'm not really a Simpsons fan.
I watched it when I was younger, but no, not anymore, really.
Yeah. It really just didn't do it for me. Family Guy does it for me. American Dad does it for me. And both of them, of course, made by the same creator.
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane. Bob's Burgers and Rick and Morty do it for me.
Yeah, Rick and Morty isn't.
You like Rick and Morty.
No, I don't. Not really.
You just don't like it as much as the other ones.
I don't really like it at all.
Okay, whatever. That's what you say. But yeah, I mean, those are, trust me, those are adult cartoons. Yeah. Adult Swim. Or at least Family Guy used to be on Adult Swim.
Simpsons isn't really completely adult. Like, I watched it when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like it's as adult as the other ones.
It's kind of in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, keep an eye on that for Bart getting strangled in the near future. Hasn't been done in 3 years, so who knows? Maybe it's a new Homer.
Maybe. He's turned over a new leaf.
Mm-hmm. According to the newspaper here in Sarasota, mysuncoast.com, Facebook groups. You ever gotten a message saying that, hey, we're dating the same person?
No.
Oh, in this is coming out of St. Louis. Singles know that nowadays the chance of meeting somebody in person is slim compared to somebody meeting on a dating app. But for many women, meeting up with a man they don't know can be dangerous. Just like having somebody have a couple of friends that think that you're a serial killer.
Nobody thought you were a serial killer. We
did.
wanted to make sure that you weren't.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Nobody thought you were. We just wanted to err on the side of caution, and
the
I
thought
didn't want
was
to go alone.
The thought was in your mind that I was a serial killer.
No, I never thought you were a serial killer.
Anyway, for dating out there is now Facebook groups that say, "Are we dating the same guy?" Facebook groups come into play. The goal of these groups is for women in the community to warn other women about men who are using dating apps who have secrets to hide. Common examples are men who are actually married or ones who have a history. Wow. History of abuse or felonies. Women can anonymously post about men who they are currently dating or plan to date, hoping to get insight from other women who know the man. Or women can post men whom they've dated and want to warn others about the abuse, cheating, or other red flags. These types of groups all started in New York City last year, and since then, similar groups in Facebook have popped up in various cities nationwide. Take the group Are We Dating the Same Guy? St. Louis, for example. The Facebook group has garnered more than 50,000 members from the region, with women posting their dates, boyfriends, and even their husbands to see if somebody else is dating them or has dirt on them. Kind of sneaky, but okay. Yeah. The groups have specific rules, a type of girl code, such as not to tell the man who they posted about that they were posted, and certainly not to tell the men what was said about them. So, wait a second. Let me make sure I understand this correctly. So, you're going on there, posting me, for example, saying if anybody has dirt on me, but I'm not going to tell the guy about it or tell. So, there's secrets on secrets here.
I think it's more of like, okay, I'm
doing a background
tell
check.
You, well, but it's like the woman's not going to tell you how she found out what, whatever information she finds out.
Gotcha.
Kind of thing.
Okay. Last names of men and personal information are not allowed to be posted. Rather, a photo of the man and his first name are all that's needed. Members of these groups say the point is to protect other women from men who may be dishonest or downright dangerous. I mean, I get that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Maggie from St. Louis is a member of the group. She says she values the sense of community and warnings about men that she might go on a date with. I really appreciate the pages, she says, just because I view them as a positive from a safety standpoint. Making sure they're not serial killers and going along with two friends when shopping for wedding dresses is a real plus. She didn't say that, by the way. There is a real... there is a real public service in these sites. Group moderators and members argue. Okay. Within the WHO, estimating 1 in 3 women will experience either physical or sexual violence in their lifetime. The group can serve as a significant warning. Maggie continues, says, they could be an unsafe person, and I kind of see that as empowering almost. It makes me feel a deeper connection with other people who are similar circumstances dating like I am. But see, so here's the thing. Okay, I understand. First off, dating in this world now is way beyond finding out if somebody's dangerous. You're going to find out if somebody's the right sex, the right gender, for crying out loud. You don't even know that. But with this, I get, it's like, you're trying to go ahead and be safe. You want to make sure that you're dating. It's almost like running your own background check. The thing is, it's not going to have every guy in there because, all right, you post a picture. It's like, is this guy safe? Nobody knows about him. But that doesn't mean that's not everybody. I mean, listen, everybody uses Facebook. I get it. Almost everybody uses Facebook. But not everybody
in those groups.
Exactly. Not everybody's in those groups. So it's like, okay, you have a good, 50,000 members in St. Louis or the surrounding areas of St. Louis. Okay. That's a lot of women. That's a lot of people there. That's a pretty good idea of, to grasp. Have you ever seen this guy? Now, what if these people are lying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, I know this guy, Chuck. Yeah, I've seen him before. Yeah, he's a real dog, man. Don't date him. You know what I'm saying?
And an ex could lie.
Mm-hmm.
If they're, if they're disgruntled or whatever.
Yep.
They could say, "Oh, well, yeah, he's a bad guy. He does this, he does that," when really none of it's true.
Yeah, exactly. So, in the same way, I think it's. I mean, I get it. You want to feel a little bit more comfortable and confident, as long as they adhere by the girl code, which girls can be a lot more. How do we say it? Not manipulative, but hurt, stung. I'm just saying. They can get revenge.
Yeah.
What is it? Like, scorn woman is whatever. So it's like you.
I don't know. My brain's not.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah. Thinking of it. I know what you're talking about, though.
So I guess somebody was over here, was talking to a lawyer, Michael Pengelly, an attorney, He says these are times when these groups can be used inappropriately to defame somebody or cause harm, and we've been contacted by people who've lost romantic partners. They have been questioned by their employer. These posts are meant to be private, often do get back to the person who is posted about, so they're not following no girl code. Or somebody recognizes this person and name, it's like, I know you, man. Just what the hell is going on? These groups are legal, he says, within the bounds of the First Amendment. It's when somebody commits defamation. That's where the line is crossed. To stay out of legal trouble, he says, just stick to the truth. Keep your post truthful and accurate, and proceed with caution, and know that these groups do not outright protect a woman posting. Lawyers say defamation most often occurs on the original post in the comments section. Joe, a 29-year-old single man from St. Louis, said he thinks it's sad that these types of groups even exist, but he also admits he gets it. Meanwhile, he's making it he is making it his goal to never be posted on a Are We Dating site. And I just lost fucking Facebook all of a sudden. What the fuck? Did I just... Yeah, there we go. What the hell is going on today? My God. So anyway, yeah, those, I mean, listen, it doesn't surprise me social media is going to come out with those groups. It doesn't surprise me of any of that.
And I've heard of cases where people are on Facebook and that, like people you may know comes up and then they find out, oh, wait, my boyfriend or my husband is cheating on me with this person because, they're friends of friends and they end up linking it back and figure it out. Stuff like that. I've heard of that happening.
Yeah, right. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's going to be some type of benefit to it. I'm sure there's going to be some wise guy that's out there who thinks he can be a player and all of a sudden, busted. So yeah, man, just be truthful to your partner. If you're gonna listen, if you're tired of the person, you want to go ahead and see other people, just break up with the person that you're with and just move on. Maybe you'll go ahead and end up on these freaking posts with somebody who just got really hurt with you and call you just a dipshit or something like that. But whatever, that's it is what it is. Oh man, so this story from a lovely lady. No, I'm just kidding. From an Airbnb. We were talking about when we go to a trip to go ahead and rent an Airbnb or do something like the VBRO type thing.
Yeah.
Something like that. Well,
I don't like Airbnb because sometimes the people are they're still. I wouldn't want that. I want more private.
I got you. A Los Angeles landlord says his tenant agreed to stay for 6 months, but when that time was up, she stayed another year and a half without paying. Jeez. Yeah, right? We'll get to that.
How do you do that?
We'll get to that in a second. John's on the phone. What's up, man?
Hey, I'll just become a swinger.
Well, you know what? As long as both parties are up for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What I mean.
If I wanted to be a swinger, I know Alyssa would not go for it. No. Number one, no way.
Right, probably not.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem like the type. You, on the other hand, me and you.
Will you stop it? I don't want to get posted on those sites. Come on now. Stop that.
I know we got the villages down there in Florida.
Yeah.
There's pineapples everywhere.
I don't want to talk about that shit. I mean, that's just gross. First off, you go to the villages, you got these old fogies. I don't want to think about old fogies and pineapples. Come on.
I put on. Anyways, what happened? Power just went out or something?
No, the power didn't go out. No, we stayed on the air. It's like we're on we're on our internet stations and everything like that. We played some music. I had to talk to this one guy. I don't know what happened, but apparently it got taken care of. But it was weird. It's like I was going to share something, and all of a sudden it didn't load up like I wanted it to, and then I saw a message across the screen. Oops, you got disconnected. Hold on, we're trying to reconnect you. and it never reconnected. So I had to shut down. Well, I didn't shut down anything. I closed out the page, tried to reopen it. Everything else was staying online, though.
My end, it showed that you were online, but all I seen was the Charles Richardson show. I didn't see you guys, nothing. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I had to close out, which took off. It took off my cameras and everything. So, whatever. It's back. It's back.
But anyways, you're back, and hey, happy anniversary, you guys. I'm glad you guys had a good weekend. All right?
Oh, thank you. Yes. Yeah, we're glad too. Appreciate it.
All right. Peace out.
Take care.
Bye.
All right, John Monroe up there in Connecticut, and big fan, of course, of the show. 813-699-5353. Yeah, just had some issues with the video. I'm glad that's all taken care of. But anyway, so the Airbnb guy, or lady, I should say, apparently 6 months agreed, and then rent-free for 575 days. You're right. Why? What the hell? What happened?
How were they not evicted?
So, a woman from Los Angeles finally left the property where she allegedly lived rent-free for 575 days. Landlord Sasha Jovanovic said she met 55-year-old Elizabeth Richardson on September 21, according to the Los Angeles Times. Elizabeth found his property through Airbnb and was supposed to stay for 6 months. But when the 6 months came up, she would not budge. And Sasha said that she continued occupying the multi-million-dollar rental without paying. Multi-million-dollar. She loved it so much she didn't want to leave. The city of LA determined that because of several code violations, Sasha couldn't evict her, according to Fox 11. He said that you wouldn't even let him bring the place up to code. The landlord told the Times that the city of LA said she was not required to pay rent because the city had never approved the unit for occupancy and that its shower was constructed without a permit. Furthermore, because the tenant occupied for 6 months, she qualified for the city's just cause ordinance, which requires the landlord to provide legal reason for eviction. If no legal reason is provided, it states the landlord must pay for the tenant's relocation. The landlord said she refused to leave unless Sasha paid her a relocation fee of $100,000. A year and a half later, she finally vacated the property, but she and Jovanovic disagree on whether she left voluntarily. According to the landlord, 3 men removed every item, and Elizabeth left with the police escort, according to what's been reported in a court filing obtained by People magazine. Perceiving this as a voluntary act of abandonment, the locks were changed, and possession was retaken by the plaintiff. The lawyer for the landlord disputed that claim, telling People it is patently false. The police that escorted Hirschburn off the property. She had, in fact, police advised her to get a restraining order. The landlord told the Daily Mail that he was very relieved and also a bit overwhelmed that the squatter was out. But apparently the lawyer for the landlord fears this may not be the end. So we'll see what's going on. Contacted the lawyer following the tenant's exit with the intention of canceling an eviction hearing. Okay, I guess there was an eviction hearing, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, that's weird how there was like a loophole in there.
Yeah, that's
and you got
crazy.
A 55-year-old living there rent free. I mean, isn't there some point in time it's like I'm a landlord, you're not really there, or it's like I'll just change the locks.
But you know what? I did
leave.
hear of this happening to a friend of mine, actually. Something similar, of where someone was renting from her and they couldn't evict them or something like that.
Yeah, something crazy like that. But yeah,
there's some weird loophole and something. I don't know.
Yeah, agreed. So it's like, honestly, if you could find that loophole, man, you can screw with somebody really bad. But also as a landlord, make sure you read all those. Like maybe you get them out at 5 months and 28 days. Get them out. It's not 6 months.
Yeah.
So there you go. Oh, man. Well, I talked about that already about Elf being in the theaters, so we don't need to talk about that. We don't want to get into that. Give her some more squirts. My God. According to this is crazy because we were talking about the DoorDash where it's actually giving you a pop up saying if you don't tip, you expect a long delay in getting your food.
Yeah.
Check this out. At self checkouts, they're starting to ask for tips.
For who? You're checking it out yourself.
I don't know. Self checkout machines at cafes, sports stadiums, and airports are asking for tips, and customers aren't happy about giving extra money to machines. The Wall Street Journal reported on the rise of digital self checkout kiosks and how customers have responded to the tip prompts. Many customers who asked to tip workers whom they had no interaction with are frustrated with these prompts, according to the Journal. The report spoke to a half a dozen customers in the U.S., though some people were willing to tack on the extra fees. The majority said tip queues were confusing, and many said they were unsure where the money was going. One customer who took a beer from a self-checkout, beer, who took a beer from a self-service beer fridge in San Diego's Petco Park was asked to include a tip on his order. I was confused, he said, because it wasn't entirely clear who I was tipping. He told the Journal, adding that he still tipped 20% anyway. A spokesperson for the stadium, which is the home of the San Diego Padres baseball team, told the Journal that all tips went to employees. A traveler who was prompted to include a 10 to 20% tip on a $6 bottle of water at an OTG gift shop in Newark Liberty's International Airport in New Jersey said that the ask was a bit of an emotional blackmail.
Well, the thing being,
who are you tipping?
right, but not even just that. Okay, if the tips go to employees, well, shouldn't they be getting tipped for the work they're doing, not the self-checkout that you went through?
Honestly, for anything, I would think that if we go to a self-checkout, we're doing all the work, we should get tipped.
Right?
Like, hey, I'm going to pay $6 for this bottle of water. And I'm talking about like at the stadium or something because that's how much it costs. $7 for a bottle of water. I should get tipped. So I'm going to pay you $7, but you're going to give me $2 back.
Or like,
I'm going to get 20%
offer
back.
a discount or something for using
right?
self-checkout.
Yeah. A spokesperson for OTG told the Journal that all tip money is collected as pooled and then paid out to the staff members working on that particular shift. Tipping has been an increasingly controversial point of debate in this country because many Americans experimenting tipping fatigue as they get asked to tip at more places and face the effects of inflation. Landlords have even taken to TikTok to make a case for gratuity to be added onto rent. While the first unionized Apple store in Maryland is fighting for the introduction of a tipping system. That said, customers haven't stopped tipping. Total tips received by full-service restaurants and quick-service restaurants were up 16.5 and 15.86 respectively in the fourth quarter of 2022 when compared to the same period of 2021. A spokesperson for the payment platform Block told an insider of the data. The data also reflects all tips received, not just from self-service checkouts. See, number one, I do not agree with the self-service thing. If you want to go ahead and have somebody take my money, first off, you're getting paid to take my money anyway.
A cashier doesn't get a tip anyway.
Right.
Generally.
So again, who the fuck am I tipping? You're not making, this is not a waiter or a waitress. This is not a hostess. This is not a barback, a bartender. This is none of the above. I am the bartender. I am the host. I am the waiter or waitress, whatever the case. I'm the one serving myself.
Yeah.
And I want to tip somebody else? Are you high? No, zero.
It makes no sense.
It makes none
just
whatsoever.
Just pay them a reasonable wage to begin with.
Yeah. But it's like, no, they don't want to do that. And the fact that these people are actually tipping on top of doing everything themselves.
Is there an option to not tip?
Oh, there better be. Or I just won't get the fucking thing. I'll go somewhere else and get it. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't. No, I would rather go without it than tip 20% to nobody.
Yeah.
I
or
don't
to
know
somebody
you.
who didn't help you.
So
you're tipping it to someone, but it's not to somebody who helped you.
Exactly. Here's the rule of tipping. If said person made my day better or made my experience good or did their job as a waiter or waitress or hostess or bartender, whatever, then I decide if they deserve a 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, whatever tip that's I deem fit.
Yeah.
Okay? Waitresses and waiters get paid a waiter wage or a server's wage. It's not regular minimum wage. It is a server's wage. So they are more reliant on tips. Now, if you mean to tell me that the service workers who don't even do any of this are getting paid a server's wage?
Your cashier at Publix is getting paid minimum wage.
Or a little bit more.
Or
I think
more,
Publix pays pretty
at
good.
least minimum wage.
Yeah.
You know, your cashier at Walmart is getting paid at least minimum wage.
But see, the thing is, Publix, they don't allow tips even for their baggers.
Right. But that was just an example, though.
I get it.
You know, it's like
It's stupid.
your cashier at McDonald's is getting paid at least minimum wage.
It is stupid. That's all you have to say. It's stupid.
You don't give a tip to your cashier at McDonald's.
No, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, there are no cashiers. There's kiosk apparently can ask for tips now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the tip for a Walmart driver.
Well,
that's still a service.
They delivered the food the groceries to you.
Exactly.
Or whatever you ordered.
That's still a service. They're delivering. They're coming out to my house, handing me the food or putting the food that I don't have to go to Walmart for. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. So it's like, I'll go ahead and gladly tip them something. I'm not going to go ahead and say, yeah, you need 50% of what I just bought. Because number one, I don't really buy that much anyway, at a time. There's times that, we've made a pretty good size order, but that's few and far between. It's usually just, odds and ends. I don't like, and I know I'm maybe just jumping off the topic here, but I really don't like when we go ahead and do Walmart orders or food grocery orders. I don't like having them pick my meats. Like if it's steak or ground beef, I think, but still, even I have a little bit of an issue there. The chicken breast, the chicken that stuff like that, I want to see for myself because I'm kind of picky about, what I get. I don't want to get these skimpy chicken breasts and, this meat that looks like it's almost going bad. Yeah. I would like, skip that, or just don't buy it at all. But Walmart has been very, very sketchy. And you know what? And what I did,
orders we did,
yes. Yeah. What I did is I actually went back in my history. And before the last 4 orders, 3 of them needed returns because we never got the packaging. And it wasn't like it was not in stock. They scanned the motherfucker and said, it's here.
Well, and we've gotten
and we never got
extra stuff quite often.
Yeah,
too.
But you know what? Listen.
So was on somebody else's order
Possibly.
that they didn't get.
Possibly. So somebody's walked out with our Tide. Somebody's walked out with our milk and ice cream and cookies and other stuff. But the 3 out of the last 4 orders, there's been 1 order that we had no worries about. In the last 4 orders, we had to have returns. Before then, delivery, fine. Everything was fine. Something happened.
But there's also been a few times recently where we've gotten a crap ton of extra stuff. It wasn't even just like one thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like almost a whole order's worth of extra stuff.
Yes. Who is really making these? Who's really looking after this?
Yeah, I have no idea.
You see, Gordon Ramsay going ahead, and when he's receiving the orders from the cooks, he looks over the order and it's like, yep, this is here, this looks good. Okay, server, ding, bring it out.
What I think is happening is these delivery drivers are delivering more than 1 order at a time. So they've got 2 orders in their trunk, they don't always pay full attention to, okay, this was in this order, this was in that order. They just
Right.
grab shit and put it on someone's doorstep.
Yeah, yeah. Crazy. Dog going wild. All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and take a... Let's say we're going to take a normal break. We're going to come back. Good news. We'll maybe have another article or two going up. But, yeah, stay where you are. We're going to go ahead and get ready to close up the show here in just a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Wrapping up the show with Alyssa's good news after a short break.
favorite song. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nuggets, yeah, yeah, yeah. Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nuggets, yeah. I love chicken nuggets, it's true. I bet I love chicken nuggets more than you do. If you don't like chicken nuggets, we can't be friends. Me and chicken nuggets till the very end. Honey mustard barbecue, sweet and sour sauce. Can I get 3 of each? I'm gonna eat them all. If you like chicken nuggets, then you know just what to say. I love chicken nuggets and I eat them every day. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. Sing it. Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nuggets, yeah. Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nuggets, yeah. I eat chicken nuggets when I eat. I eat chicken nuggets while I'm in a tree. I eat chicken nuggets when I'm drinking tea. I don't want 5 or 10, I want 23. Chicken nuggets is my favorite food. Eat them anytime, I'm always in the mood. If you like chicken nuggets, then you know just what to say. I love chicken nuggets and I eat them every day. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. Sing it. Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nuggets, yeah. Sing it. Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nuggets, yeah.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Search The Charles Richardson Show.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. 813-699-5353. Alyssa went ahead and was dealing with the animals. I told her, it's like, listen, I can't have barking going on in here, number one, because I've got a kid sleeping next door. This is already bad enough. So just can't do it. Just cannot do it. Anyway, let me fix this camera here. And over here. There we go. Somewhat. So we're going to suspend the good news for today, unless I can find some good news. Got a couple of them here. Listen, if you're in search of a job, you know, I guess depending on, you know, where your financial status is, you know, when you accept the job, you kind of want to make sure you show up for the job. While job hopping might raise some red flags with interviewers, there's a lot of data that says the practice could ultimately work in the employee's benefit, as job hopping seemed to ultimately earn more money. Now, there are various reasons why workers decide to ditch jobs after a relatively short period of time. One TikToker's decision to decline hopping to another position has less to do with the type of work environment and salary and benefits it's offered, and more to do with the food and beverage options near the place. Savannah Benvidi has been candid about her work experience at various companies and how she chooses to transition from employer to employer, even bragging about how she once got paid to do nothing for a month while working at Amazon. I'd like that. Tell me where to sign up for that. Get paid to do nothing? Great. In a recent TikTok, she said that she was excited to start a new position at a produce company. However, opted to decline for a really interesting reason. Because there was no Dunkin' on the way to her job. In the video, she says, so I got a call from this produce place, and this girl was like, okay, you can come here at whatever time, and we'll, like, train you. This is what she says on the fucking video. She says, I was like, bet. So I was like, bet. So I was going to look up a Dunkin' to go to on the way there. Tell me why there's not a fucking Dunkin', bitch. This is her quotes, by the way. This is her saying this. There's always a Dunkin' no matter where you go, no matter where you look in this fucking state. But all of a sudden, this one, no fucking Dunkin'. She continues her tirade and says, I was going to go there because it's a good place to really learn how you're going to start your day. They make you a good coffee, good day, shit coffee, shitty day. I already know what kind of day I'm going to have because there's no fucking Dunkin' and like, what's the point of going? So I'm not going. Before she ends the clip, this very fucking loose-lipped lady hops back on for a preemptive clapback response to the comments she thought she was going to receive in response to her video. For the bitches who know, for the bitches who I know that are going to be in my comments like, oh my God, that's such a stupid reason not to go. Like, oh my God, like I've been applying to places for fucking 15 years and I still haven't gotten a job, she says. Bitch, I just gave you a fucking place to fucking go and apply for because I'm not fucking going. So if you don't get hired, maybe it's you, maybe you're the problem. Just by a count, I'm thinking there's already about a dozen fuckings in there. So, it's, I wonder, why would a produce person or produce place even hire this person? I mean, I can imagine the interview. I really can. It's like, hello, Savannah. Hi. Welcome to the produce place. Yeah, I want to make some money. Do you have a Dunkin' around here? Because, I mean, that's just my thing. I have to have a Dunkin' around. Well, Savannah, we don't have a Dunkin' per se, but, there's plenty of good coffee options here. Well, no fucking way I'm really wanting this job if there's not a fucking Dunkin' around in this fucking place, because every fucking where you go, there's a fucking Dunkin'. Why don't you fucking have it? I could just imagine that's her language, and shockingly, she got this job. Now, honestly, she makes a point at the very end when she comes back on. She says, yeah, this place is totally hiring. I totally ditched them and turned them down, like, for real, y'all. And just, I mean, just the way she words everything, it's like, nobody wants to hire you anyway. Why? Somebody really fucked up hiring you. I mean, you're just a fucking disgrace. But she does make a point. If this produce place hires her and she's not showing up for work, obviously there's an open position. Fill out the application and actually just be somewhat polite and grateful that there'll be a job for you. And you'll get hired. If this bitch can get hired for this job, no worries. It's a produce place. I worked in produce. Yeah, you get to go ahead and deal with melons and fruit and customers and stuff like that. Whatever. It's a job. It pays. Oh my God, there's no Dunkin'. Bitch, they sell shit that you can make Dunkin' coffee with. Buy a fucking machine. Get the fucking coffee. Get the creamer. Make your own goddamn coffee. What do you want to sit in the line for anyway? Because you know these fucking Dunkins and Starbucks and any other place you go for a fucking coffee are going to be lines out the yin-yang because everybody's got the same fucking idea. It's, I gotta get my coffee. I gotta get my coffee. Gotta get it down. I gotta get my Starbucks. Nobody cares about Dunkin'. It's Starbucks. That's how it is. But it's like, man, what an attitude. What an attitude for these people. You know, there's people that really need jobs. And you mean to tell me you're going to go ahead and just basically dog out people? Man, that's just fucking nuts. Fucking nuts, man. Anyway, hey, did you know strawberries dried in the oven taste like candy? But are healthy and natural. 3 hours at 210 degrees might even be better than Twizzlers. Keep that in mind. That was just a random thing I just saw. Toys R Us. And I think this will be the last topic today. Toys R Us is now set to open in a mall. Well, they're obviously, starting to come back. Just a few years ago, Toys R Us was on its way to the retail graveyard after going out of business. Now, it's coming to America's biggest mall just in time for Christmas. The iconic toy retailer, whose history dates back all the way to the 40s, went out of business in 2018 in tandem with Babies R Us division. Toys R Us at one point in time was the leading toy chain in the United States and globally as it expanded its dominance in toys retailing. It came at the expense of smaller neighborhood toy stores, which just couldn't compete with the size and low prices and were forced to shut down. But Toys R Us size, both in global store fleet and massive inventory, eventually contributed to its downfall as the company buckled under billions of dollars in debt. WHP Global, a brand acquisition and management company that bought Toys R Us and Babies R Us division in 2021 from True Kids after they went out of business, says on Monday that the newest mall-based Toys R Us store will open just before Thanksgiving in the Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota. The company says the 11,000 square foot store, opened in partnership with Go Retail Group, will carry an assortment of toys, video games, as well as an in-house cafe and ice cream parlor to be added in the new year. It is the second standalone Toys R Us store to open after WHP Global marked the toy retailer come back with the opening of its 20,000 square foot flagship location in December 2021 in the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. Since then, Toys R Us has been on an expansion frenzy as it attempts to reintroduce the toy company to more online savvy millennial and Gen Z shoppers. As part of its strategy, through a partnership with Macy's, has also rolled out more than 452 mini Toys R Us shops all across Macy's stores nationwide, including the Macy's location at the Mall of America and on their Macy's website. Not to be forgotten, Babies R Us has experienced its own rebirth over the summer with a 10,000 square foot store that opened in July at the American Dream Mall. And there you go, Toys R Us making a comeback. Obviously, slowly but surely, they're doing things kind of like kiosk wise and stuff like that. But it sounds like more stores are to open, but they're going to move slowly and take their time. And I think that's a good thing because you don't want to go ahead and expand too much too fast, as some companies have done, and just lose your footing. So I think Toys R Us is doing a good job. So, well, that's going to do it for us, everybody. Again, apologize for the video issues for today. Hopefully we don't have those again. But if you want to hear the replay of the show, please go ahead and check us out on the Facebook page, the Charles Richardson Show Facebook page, and also my personal page too, Charles Richardson. You can go ahead and check that out as well. And if you would need us, we're on several different stations, including the Just for Fun Radio Facebook page, Lime City Network, Rockin' Waves, and Alien X Radio on live, 920 WON the Apple, and the UG Media also on replay. So I want to say thank you for everybody. Take care. Have a great day, and we'll see you on Wednesday for the Hump Day edition of the Charles Richardson Show. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.
But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently.